Here's a story about MinnieTheMoocher. She was a low-down hoochie-coocher. She was the roughest, toughest frail. Minnie had a heart as big as a whale. Heidi, 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 ho. Heidi, 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 ho.
That's a little Cab Calloway for you here at 10.0 WMETH. Hi, FM Meth Mountain. It's a beautiful day, and you know that April is History Month, and we'd like to celebrate here at 10.0 by offering up a little history tidbit. And today, I've got Moses Heaps, who brings along with him Professor Derkie to give you a little bit of a history lesson. Take it away, guys. Well, I thank you, Johnny Robbie Bobby Ray Dinkins, and hello to everybody listening out there to 10.0 WMETH. This is Moses Heaps, and what I brought along for a little history lesson today is a video by my good friend Professor Derkie. And he's going to give us a little bit of a history class. I doubt I'll have much to say during it. Go ahead and take it away, Derkie.
When I was a fucking kid, I was a lab rat. There wasn't no goddamn clarity. It was next. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, you just stuck it back and needle in my asshole that long, you motherfucking piece of shit. Your asshole didn't forget it, man. Tell me.
What kind of doctor did you go to? My goodness, you ain't supposed to put the needle in there. Oh no, this ain't starting out good at all.
It was like if you got sick as a kid, you didn't want to get sick as a kid in Boone County growing up.
Now here's a newsflash for you, dummy. I don't care who you are or where you live, you don't want to get sick anytime. That's not a Boone County thing.
I promise you, asked anybody around here. Because there was no fucking hospital, man. I swear I remember this plain as day. The company store only took fucking goddamn script.
Sorry to interrupt you, Professor, but they stopped using company stores and script money in the 60s. You was born in the late 80s. You don't remember none of this. This is all a figment of your foggy imagination.
They would not take money. This is a coal camp where I'm from. The money you buy, you take the money and buy the script. It's no good in the coal camps. You understand? That's where I'm from.
You are not from a coal camp. Number one, you would never make it in a coal camp. Number two, you're from that trailer. You don't know anything about coal mining or script money or anything that you're talking about. Just sit back and be quiet and smoke your pot.
I remember watching my dad get arrested for shooting at fucking scat coal miners coming here trying to make pennies on their dollars and take their benefits away 20 years ago when I was a little boy.
You sitting there trying to tell us that 20 years ago you saw your dad take a shotgun and shoot at people who were trying to go into work at the mines. Yeah, I guess you did see him get arrested. You saw him get arrested for attempted murder, I guess.
You know, and what they did, they didn't stop till they did they, guys? You know why? The fucking mountaintops are missing.
No, Professor, those mountaintops are not missing. You're not going to find them. They're not stolen. They're not going to grow back. You ain't going to find those underneath somebody's trailer with parts to your Mustang underneath there. They ain't coming back. You stuck with those dead brown fields full of sulfur smell and sludge. That's all you, homie. That's where you live.
Don't say we didn't say something. You understand?
Did this boy just ask us if we understand? Oh my God.
None of it. You had to drive through mountains to get to the pond. Now it's when you get to the ponds, all you can see is just the pond, the slush pond. Like, look up the second biggest disaster in United States history. It happened right here over the mountain, 10 miles away in Buffalo Creek, West Virginia. I bring it up every time, almost in every episode, because it needs to be brought up, it needs to be recognized, it needs to be heard. That's the second biggest disaster in history, people. And y'all talking about the Holocaust.
Okay, first I want you to go back and show me where you've talked about Buffalo Creek in any of your last 50 videos. You don't do it. Number two, did you just compare 126 people being killed in a flood in West Virginia to the genocide of 6 million people? Did you just compare that?
That's exactly right. They had a war on Blair Mountain hundreds of years ago. Before it was 10, 15 years. What was it before the Civil War?
And once again, you're wrong, Professor. The uprising on Blair Mountain was in 1921, which was well over 50 years past the time that the Civil War had done ended. I don't know where you get your information from or how it gets through that hat and then through the Sherwood Forest and seeps into your brain so wrong. But you're wrong again.
West Virginia said, look, you're not going to come here and fight a war. We're trying to mine coal here and keep the country afloat. And what country it is, you stupid fucks. But it came to independence of which side was which. There was tons of Yankees here and there was tons of rebels here. It was, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't know what you mean.
Anybody don't think that's how they're fucking mind, in history. It don't show. I can go up here in the mountain and dig up an arrowhead in 15 minutes. That shows me history that a fucking Indian did live here, did exist here, and a white man did come here and kill him. That does exist in our history books.
So if you find an arrowhead, that means that the white man come in and killed that Indian. That's what that arrowhead means to you. That's so much bullshit, you had to get up and walk out of the room on that one.
Fuck the tissue. That's the goddamn truth. Was raised here, Boone County, West by God, Virginia. I came from the gutter. I'm still here. Albeit, I don't know how many of my friends. You know what I mean?
For the last time, nobody knows what you mean.
You talking to a wise motherfucker right here, that's why. Very wise. Very, very wise. When it comes to history, bro, I want to tell you everything. I'll tell you about King Tut, the Great Pyramids, the Giza, any pharaoh you want to talk about. You know what I mean? Denial, everything.
The only denial I hear you talking about is when we ask about Skanka's busted lip. And folks, that's going to be the end of it for today. That's all I can take of this boy. This has been Moses Heaps with 10.0 WMETH, and now back to your regular scheduled programming.